Let's see. Oh, you should avoid this kind of moves like you've done in here using your CB. As you can see, you went just out of the position, and there's only two ways while moving your CB. The most important thing is using L2. It's called Jockey Movement. When
Oh
you
yes.
when you keep L2, then the defender seems to be a bit quicker, and you can move him to the left or to the right way faster. It's very important, and tackles are more effective during this. So that's the first thing. And the second one, in this kind of situations, you should just only concentrate on two things. The first one is trying to stay in the one lane using your CB without making pressure, just to let your CB keep
In
the
one line.
yeah, just to let them keep
Oh,
their
okay.
defensive formation. And the second option is uh, trying to make pressure or tackle, but exactly on the ball, not the way that like you have done, or this way.
Oh yes. Okay.
Because if he could make a R1 X pass to this player, and he might go through there, and there were open space like for no reason, to be fair, because you just went too far by your CB.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
But he didn't, so it went okay.
It was a lucky cut.
Mhm. Okay, let's go. Oh, it was good. Nicely covered. Very good ball, just in the right time.
Thank you.
But let's see why it wasn't. Ah, it was like too close to make any kind of move. So maybe trying
Oh,
to
okay.
to to make a first pass here, but
So first touch pass.
yeah, first pass might be successful, but I have to say uh, he
It's the best
was.
in this kind of situation.
Yeah, but as you can see, he was just running. He was sprinting into penalty
Oh
box,
yeah,
and
yeah.
and
Okay.
when you pass
Yes,
him,
yes, yes.
he was just too close to the any defender. So to be fair, the best option would be that you just don't make a pass here, and maybe try and keep the ball. Even maybe you should try to find your it was CDM probably who was
Uh,
alone
yes,
here.
that's CDM. Yes.
Yeah, because that kind of pass just made you instant lose of the ball. Sometimes it's way better just trying to keep the ball instead of going further with your action and trying to get the position to make a shoot. Sometimes it's way better just trying to keep the ball, and that was one of these situations.
Oh, okay.
One more time, keep that in mind that in this FIFA, just running is really efficient. So keep that in mind that most of the people, as their first choose, will be trying to overtake you just by running. So you should avoid making this kind of move when there's not really a high success rate to getting that ball, and you should
Oh,
just
okay.
trying to wait here and wait
So he makes a move.
to like let him make move. If he could go close to you, then you can try making tackle. But if not, you should just trying to keep your defender somewhere there, and looking a bit far somewhere there.
Oh, okay.
Not running like you did it to this direction because you just let him alone on the wing, and As you will see, it will probably be very good situation for your opponent. But let's see. Ah, it was goal. So
Yeah.
yeah, keep that in mind that most of the time, especially when your opponent is using the players like it was Dembele, as I remember, or Martial, or even any else like Adama, who is really quick. Most of the time they are trying to go further when they get that kind of through ball, which was that pass to Dembele. So
Oh, okay.
always the first your first choose every time when he's rushing forward is just trying to reach him by running back by your defender. Then if you will get him, then you can try to make any tackle, but there were no possibility to cut it faster.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So just most of the time you should just try to rebuild your defense and going back to recover. Oh, that was very tricky.
Yeah.
Oh,
As you said, the glitch.
yeah. It was very nice, and that's the stuff that I had a problem with the previous person that I've been coaching with, that they haven't used this kind of skill moves, especially on CR7, like you did in the midfield. You did just maybe one or two skill moves, and as you can see how much
It was effective.
yeah, and how much they give you. So you know how to use it, which is also very good. So there's one less thing to let you keep in mind, because you know how to make it, like
Thank you.
Elastico or stuff like. Have to say the most efficient skill moves are Elastico, reverse Elastico also is very nice, and scoop turns. These three on the 5-star skillers are the most important
Uh,
to know.
I have a small question. Is the River Elastico, is it like the opposite of the usual one?
Yeah, it's called reverse Elastico, and it's also very nice. You're doing
Oh,
it
okay.
like the same way.
But
Imagine
it's
this
the
is your right stick. When you are doing Elastico, you are making that kind of move using your
Yes.
right stick, and when you are making reverse Elastico, you are just making in this way from
Oh, yeah,
from
yeah.
the
I
left
got, I
to the
got it.
right.
Okay. I didn't know that name.
Hmm and also imagine your if you are running imagine this is the person with 5-star skills, you are running this way, and if you are making that reverse elastico, then this ball after skill moves will go a bit to his right,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and using normal elastico as you have done a bit to the left after skill move. Oh, very well. Let's see
And
if you had a chance to make that pass successful. As you can see, your player was covered by one player, and the second one, which is more important in this situation, just because, as you can see, your opponent were controlling him, and that's the
oh,
very
yeah.
important stuff that you need to keep that in mind. That triangle above him is the most important thing uh, to keep in mind, to let you know just which player is your opponent moving. And as you can see, if he is moving this player and trying to run this way, then this kind of pass is really dangerous, and you should avoid that kind of passes, especially in defense. Just trying to avoid losing ball in this place on the pitch. So way better options could be just pass here.
Oh, okay.
just pass here, then after making touch on the first touch on him, maybe there will be some opened options, like maybe he could run so far here, then there will be one player opened in the middle, or
Ah, okay.
but we it just depends on the each situation, but I'm sure that there will be one of the options opened after the first pass.
Yeah, it was a long pass.
And the second stuff, as I have seen, let me see. You had a as you can see, he changed this player. He wasn't controlling him anymore. So it just gave you a bit of time to maybe stop sprinting anymore, because he was not yet
Oh,
making pressure on you, just because, as you can see, there were no that triangle, which means that he's controlling this player.
he's
So
not controlling him.
yeah, so in this kind of situations, you can also just stop sprinting, and then without sprint, any kind of pass is way more accurate. So so yeah, I will just say it a lot of time that that triangle is really important, and checking which player is your opponent moving. Ah, very good.
Thank you.
I'd say the most of the time in defense you are doing really well. Have to say, you are staying calm, and you most of the time you just feel the balance between making a risk and trying to avoid risk, and you are dealing with very good. Which is nice,
Thank you so much.
yeah, but sometimes, as you can see, in that I don't know which minute it was, but you should just only avoid making the risk in the situations when he was just running without doing
Oh
anything.
yeah.
Yeah, like in previous. Oh, this time also, as you can see, he changed his player, so I could recommend just to trying to keep the ball somewhere in the middle. And as you can see, there were one player joining, and also second one uh, was alone on the left wing. So as you can see, uh, before the pass went to the Ronaldo, you have seen that your opponent is controlling the CB. So you can try overtake him by making any kind of dribble or skill move, but most of the time it's just making you lose the ball. But if you just could try to keep the ball in the middle, then maybe one of the wings might be opened to make the through ball.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
I think it's gone.
Uh, let you see that your opponent just kept focus only on the ball. He was controlling this player and just kept his eyes on the ball, not really about the players who were alone trying to overtake his defense. So if you just could try to keep the ball somewhere there, making some turns on Ronaldo, then maybe you could find a lofted pass here. It's triangle L1,
Oh, okay.
because it might be instructions, just getting behind or something, and as you can see, it works this way, that they are just trying to run forward. I have tried to be aggressive, but a bit unlucky, have to say, because maybe at the these situations might gone to your side, but it doesn't this time. But all these moves in defense were a bit, have to say,
It was mostly my mistake, I think.
yeah, you're trying
Yeah,
to make a
I took
pressure
the other
uh,
CB.
on just on the wrong time and using CB. Maybe if you could just go this way and trying to recover it, because there were the player who were running this way, so um, you were, to be fair, just before he take that ball, you were too far from him. You were staying somewhere there, and it was such a difficult just trying to cut this pass. So in most of this kind of situations, you should try just to make a recover on the back and trying uh, to cut that pass, which he was looking for because of his player were joining here.
Ah, okay.
There were also it was really close, have to say. It was
Yeah, I
kind
was
of
just
unlucky, as you can see. The Van Dijk almost tried to take it, but as you can see,
some
it was unlucky.
sometimes it happens.
Yeah, yeah,
Sometimes it happens in FIFA.
yeah. In this kind of situations, you just need to deal with it because it was kind of 50-50. It might gone to your side or your opponent. This time it just went to your opponent and he scored the goal.
Yeah,
But you know, if you just make if you rewind it like 5 seconds, you've made some risk in middle, and that's why he just even had that kind of situation.
yeah, you're right.